Hello, this is Nick from Gorgon Reviews. I'm here with Marc Klasfeld, director of the feature-length film Do Not Enter. This is about a group of young urban explorers investigating an abandoned hotel with frights, dangers, rival groups, and treasure. Thank you so much for spending time here today, Mark.
Oh, thanks, Nick. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, I know we don't have a lot of time, so I got a quick rapid-fire questions to start. The couple.
All right, let's
Um,
do it.
what is the first movie you remember seeing in theaters?
The first movie is a good one. It was Jaws, and I took a lot of from Jaws for this movie. Where in Jaws, you never saw the shark until the end, but you really didn't see it in the beginning. And what lived in your head was so much scarier than what you could ever imagine it to be. And it just even to this day. It's very difficult for me to go into a swimming pool without still thinking there's going to be a shark in there, as dumb as that sounds. But I really tried with this movie and our creature to be very sparingly with how much you see it. And certainly Jaws does that. There's a lot of movies that do that. Quiet Place, and hopefully that comes through.
Now, of course, with your career for 20 years now, you've been swimming in the music video field, let's say, with a lot of classic songs and videos from In Too Deep, which is now funny because of the Jaws reference, Country Grammar, Last Friday Night, Thousand Miles. How'd you get started on that path, and how did you, if I may say, get kind of like an expert at doing it?
When I happened to be at NYU Film School at a very and I kind of there were all of these directors who were just doing the most amazing things in music video. David Fincher, who everybody knows, Spike Jonze, Mark Romanek, Michel Gondry. And I was in film school at the time when they were really, doing their thing. And I was just so inspired by what they're doing. And obviously, some of those guys have gone on to direct some really good films. But I just thought it was the most when I saw Nine Inch Nails Closer, it was just so creative and it was so cinematic. And when people say music video, I'm not really sure it's a music video. I don't know what it is. I mean, because it takes Joel Peter Whitkin's art and just goes crazy. And I just loved so many the freedom and everything you could do with it. And I came into it at a really opportunistic time. And um, but now now I'm finally ready to do movies, and this is one. I'm about to do another one, and I just had so much fun with Do Not Enter.
Yeah. So, Closer might have been the one that really got you interested in that medium, and I'll call them music-based short films now, also, just to
Well,
make it.
there are, there's all different types, and I've certainly done some crappy ones myself, and more cliche ones. But when they're at their best, they like Closer, they can be something really special.
So with Do Not Enter, it's your first foray into a feature film. And have you been wanting to make this jump for a while?
I have, it wasn't like on the top of my list, quite honestly, because I was just so damn busy in the music video world. But during COVID, I was presented with this script, and I love the horror aspect of it, certainly, but I also love the adventure aspect of it. And it reminded me of just everything from like, well, there's a great horror adventure movie called The Descent that I absolutely love. So I just thought it was so entertaining that I was really attracted to it.
Mhm. Hopefully this next question's not a reach. I don't know how much various music video directors get to know other ones.
Uh-huh.
But a couple of years ago, I got to talk to Alex Heron, who used to also do a lot of music videos in the like 2000s, 2010s, and he switched over to directing movies, and his first
Uh-huh.
couple were also horror films.
Uh-huh.
Um, do you happen to know Alex?
No, I don't.
That's okay. It's like, hey, you're from Canada, you know another. Never mind. But do you think any of the same rhythms and audio visual language from music videos can be used when creating horror? Or in another way,
Of
can
course.
horror be like music?
Of course. I mean, well, I mean, I think when people think music video, they think, dance and, glam and female and makeup, I don't know, whatever the cliches are, but, but if you look at, Mark Romanik's work or Spike Jonze's work, all that stuff, I've tried things like that over the years that are more cinematic, that are just, I did this one music video where there's no performing in it at all. I mean, it's just it's like this Western futuristic thing that stars Ray Liotta. It's for this artist, David Guetta. So
Mhm.
there's definitely cinematic aspects and different things you can take from that. I mean, going into this movie, it wasn't as if I was a first time director, so to speak. I mean, I've had, like you said, 20 years of shooting hundreds and hundreds of music videos. So, I know my way around a camera a little bit.
Yeah. Um, and I can say when the movie started, really early on, there was a lot of like high energy music when the characters were using phones and stuff to capture
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they were
yeah.
doing. So
Uh-huh.
it seemed like it really meshed well. You could tell right away. What was your favorite part about directing this movie?
Um, I just loved bringing I have two kids now, two teenagers, and they have very, very specific opinions about horror and movies and shows. I mean, so it's like I have my own in-house audience that I can that I can learn from. So they they were definitely an inspiration to me, to do this particular movie and other movies. Because you get to see it through their eyes, right? Because they're like the main audience for it, and it's fun to see it through their eyes for me.
Yeah. And finally, was there like one part that was just really hard about directing a film like this?
I would say probably like a cliche thing, but like, doing a music video is, it's like a sprint, right? You shoot for 1 day, 2 days, you're sort of in and out of there. A movie is like a marathon, and it's a long, 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 long process. And you have to just be patient and kind of keep that steady rhythm throughout. And that was challenging.
Mhm. Awesome. Well, once again, thank you so much for spending your time
All
answering
right.
questions about your
Yeah.
career and directing the movie Do Not Enter. This will open in limited in theaters and digital Friday, March 20th, later this month. Thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for having me.